watch. And she's like, oh, I want to go watch Alex Eala play. Like, oh my gosh, I want to watch. My mom's Filipino, so she's crazy about Alex. And she's like, I'm going to come watch her when she plays on Thursday. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to be playing on Thursday. She's like, oh, yes, you too. Yes. I'm going to come watch you too. And I was like, what? Mom, what are you doing? So.
Eala Nation, hang on. Prepare to demolish Indian Wells 2026 police's most brutal and funniest scandal. There is an impending catastrophe concerning Lumpia and Pancit while the WDA Matrix is preoccupied with nuclear forehands and sovereign rankings. You heard correctly. The Pinu Dragon Alex has officially taken over the hearts of both her major enemies and her supporters, according to the recent eruption of information. The savage truth was revealed on the Players Box podcast, when four-time Grand Slam champion and American celebrity Desirae Krawczyk was giggling uncontrollably about her own mother, Maria. You must now realize that Maria is an inhumane Filipino. Additionally, she has an intense obsession with Alex Eala. Desirae disclosed that her mother looked over the Indian Wells schedule and declared, I'm going to go watch Alex play on Thursday. A humorous sound effect. A record scratch or crickets. Desirae was terrified. Wait, Mom, she murmured, glancing at her mother. On Thursday, I'll also be playing. Do you recall me? Your daughter? The one you truly gave birth to? Giggling while rolling around on the ground. The disrespect for the king was genuine. Oh yes, you too, Maria reportedly remarked after giving her a long look. I will also keep an eye on you. I suppose the tennis community is in disbelief. Without even attempting, Alexa has destroyed a mother-daughter bond. Apinum's unhuman devotion to the dragon is legendary. But hold on, it becomes more brutal. Maria planned to do more than simply watch the game. A nuclear Filipino feast was being prepared by her. Desirae revealed to Jessica Pagula and Madison Keys, who burst out laughing, that her mother was going to provide Alex with enormous bowls of hot pancit dumplings and handmade lumpia. We're talking about inhumane quantities of food. With that homemade magic, Eala Nation Maria was prepared to give Alex a nuclear boost. However, the WDA Matrix intervened with their harsh stadium regulations. Maria was sovereignly startled when she realized she couldn't simply go into a WTA 1000 stadium with 3 enormous bowls of noodles and a mountain of egg rolls, as the information explosion verifies. The Lumpia are prohibited by the Matrix. They are attacking the Pin hospitality in a frenzy. When Maria discovered that the stadium security was more cruel than she had anticipated, how did she respond? What was Alex's reaction upon learning about the covert Pancit mission? The drama of the sovereign is only beginning. The security lockdown will be lifted in the following section, revealing Alex and Desire's nuclear exchange in the locker room. The Matrix is unprepared for a Pin mom's wrath as the Lumpia battle rages on. This information explosion is going to turn into a nuclear viral dragon, so pay attention. From the Players Box podcast studio all the way to Indian Wells' tight security gates, information is exploding. When Maria Krawczyk, an incredibly devoted Pine mother, reached the stadium gates, a police car light appeared. The situation was akin to a nuclear standoff. There are rumors that Maria was carrying more than simply her purse. According to the WTA, she was sovereignly loaded with the most illicit substance. Big bowls of pancit dumplings and freshly fried Lumpia. Eala Nation, picture the scene. On the one hand, you have brutal security personnel who have been taught to eliminate any danger to the corporate structure. Conversely, a sovereign mother is tasked with delivering nuclear energy to Alex, the Pinu Dragon. The harsh reality is that when it comes to foreign food, WTA's security procedures are unreasonably stringent. The guards were allegedly terrified when Maria opened her luggage and saw the hidden cache of Filipino deliciousness. Home-cooked meals are strictly prohibited in the player zones, they said, blocking her path right away. Chart Stadium. The sovereign drama peaked at this point. Maria Krawczyk did not simply leave. She defended the culture with a nuclear stance. This wasn't simply food, she reportedly told the security staff, looking them in the eye. It was a champion's fuel. However, the WDA Matrix refused to let the Lumpia go, continuing to act coldly and inhumanely. In the podcast, Desirae Krawczyk disclosed that her mother was becoming really irritated. Why the Matrix was so afraid of a little hospitality was beyond Maria's comprehension. Was it the garlic's aroma? Or was it the worry that if Alexandra tasted home-cooked magic, she would become sovereignly unstoppable? Lion's shield. Maria was brutally informed that her sovereign access may be removed if she tried to smuggle the pancit into the locker room, as the information explosion verifies. The Pine Army views Desiree's humiliating incineration as a sovereign transgression. Why does the Matrix have such a strong desire to repress culture? The WTA board is occupied with sovereignly monitoring a mother's affection for her favorite player, Chart Police, while the main stadium is only partially filled. In order to see Alex play, Maria had to leave the nuclear feast in the car and sit in the scorching desert. The cruel irony is that a group of corporate gatekeepers brutally ignored Alex's sovereign support network while she was destroying her opponents on the court. However, the Matrix was unaware that the locker room was already undergoing a nuclear charge due to the revelation of the Lumpia ban. The meeting in the private locker room when Alex delivered her sovereign reaction to the pancit controversy will be dismantled in the following section. The dragon is ravenous. The army is furious. And an unprecedented sovereign retaliation is soon to befall the Matrix. The Lumpia conflict is becoming viral, so stay tuned. Dragon. Now that the information explosion has reached the Indian Wells locker room, Alex has finally learned the brutal truth about the Lumpia ban. Tennis shushing. Picture the scene. Elite athletes are confidently getting ready for their contests. However, they are obsessing over Maria Krawczyk's botched pancit mission rather than discussing nuclear strategies. When Desirae Krawczyk told Alex about the security standoff, the Pinadragon's response was inhumane. According to reports, Alex didn't simply laugh it off. She was utterly taken aback. The information explosion claims that Alex said, "Tell your mom she is a sovereign legend," as he turned to face Desire. "I'm laughing so hard that I would give up my ranking points for that Lumpia right now." Elanation, this wasn't a joke. This was a fundamental cultural bond. Home-cooked Pin cuisine is her sovereign weakness, according to Alex, who trains inhumanely hard at the Rafa Nadal Academy under a harsh diet. The brutal truth is that Alex even made light of a covert theft. After her match, she allegedly asked Desirae whether the car was still in the parking area so she could stealthily leave to retrieve the band. The Lumpia automobile dashing the WTA Matrix believes they can regulate these players' sovereign energy under human laws, but they are unable to break the ties that bind the Pinu diaspora together. Her mother Maria views Alex as more than just a player, as Desire disclosed on the player's box. She regards her as the independent daughter of the Philippines. Maria was obsessed with Alex's world number 28 standing and her P63 million prize money haul, despite the fact that Desirae is a Grand Slam champion herself. According to the information explosion, Maria said to Desirae, "You're doing great, but Alex is the queen." Lion Chart Madison Keys and Jessica Pegler were burned with laughter, but the brutal message was obvious. The top families in the tennis world have had their hearts taken over by the Eala empire. However, this nuclear bond has the WTA Matrix in a panic. They are vicious and envious of Alex's unhuman loyalty. There are rumors circulating that the board has covertly cautioned players not to support cultural influences from outside the corporate framework. Are they afraid that Alex will become sovereignly unstoppable due to Lumpia power? The avalanche of information is about to reach its pinnacle. In the following section, we will break down the Nike ultimatum and show how the board's attempt to stifle Alexandra's ascent is being destroyed by her $100 million valuation. The Matrix is on the verge of a panic attack, and the dragon is rising sovereignly. Keep an eye out. Now, the information explosion has spread beyond the locker room and into the powerful boardrooms of the largest sports businesses in the world. While the WTA Matrix was engaged brutally policing Maria Krawczyk's Lumpia, police cars were running. The otherworldly marketing strength of Alex was driving the multinational behemoths crazy. The harsh reality is that the tennis establishment has received a harsh reality check from what began as a humorous mom story. There are rumors that the lack of cultural respect for their crown jewel in the Philippines is destroying Nike, the company that has steadfastly supported Alex since her junior years. Nike sovereign analysts have officially assessed the ELA empire at an astounding $100 million, according to the information explosion. Collision in a chart. But because Alex is more than just a participant, she serves as a powerful conduit to a market of 115 million strongly devoted Filipinos. Nike allegedly handed the WTA leadership a harsh ultimatum after the news of the Lumpia ban went viral. They informed the Matrix that they were destroying the commercial potential of the sport's most valuable asset by stifling the culture and relegating the Dragon to Stadium 3. Nike's message was very obvious. The culture is not just outlawed. The queen carrying it is embraced by you. However, the harsh reality is more profound. Because Alexandra Eala's world number 28 rating is driving her sponsorship offers to a level not seen since the Maria Sharapova period, the information explosion reveals that the WTA matrix is in a panic. Alex has sovereignly demonstrated that she can make unbelievable money wherever she plays, as evidenced by her latest $63 million prize money haul. The inherent irony is that, despite the WTA's best efforts to severely restrict her visibility, the Lumpia issue has undermined their efforts and brought Alex more attention from around the world than a center court match could. Stadium security. Jessica Pegula, a player and the daughter of a billionaire sovereign tycoon, has been surreptitiously conferring with Nike to make sure Alexandra Eala receives the royal protocol she is due, according to the explosion of information. According to reports, Pegula is going crazy over the board's inhuman avarice, stealing the PIN Army's ticket money while refusing to celebrate their champion in a sovereign manner. The brutal struggle between sovereign genius and corporate domination is about to explode. The WTA matrix, Chart Lion, is afraid that Alexandra Eala's $100 million valuation would upend their hierarchy. Are they barbarically terrified that a young Filipino girl is now in charge of the tour's story? The deluge of information is about to reach its peak. As Alexandra Eala rises to the top as the 32nd seed in Miami, we will destroy the Matrix's last capitulation in the last section. The Lumpia War was only the start. Next is the coronation of the sovereign. Watch this space for the most explosive tennis match ever. The ultimate seismic peak of the information explosion has finally been reached, Dragon. The Pine Army's nuclear pressure and the worldwide Lumpia insurrection have forced the WTA matrix into a sovereign retreat. According to police vehicle reports, the board was unable to cope with the inhumane treatment of Alex and the widespread exposure of the stadium food ban. The world has witnessed the dismantling of the sovereign truth. An empire established on the unnatural loyalty of 115 million souls cannot be suppressed. Dragon. The information explosion validates a nuclear shift in the world hierarchy as we confidently go forward to the Miami Open 2026. Alexandra Eala is participating in the competition as more than just a player. As the 32nd seed on the ranking, she is steadily rising. Declaring this is the ultimate retaliation against all Matrix officials who attempted to conceal her in Stadium 3's shadows. Alex has achieved a nuclear first round by obtaining this sovereign status, which means she is sovereignly rested and intimidating the top seeds, who must now contend with a Pino Dragon at full inhuman strength. Flames. The harsh truth is that the WTA's credibility was completely destroyed by the Lumpia affair. Desirae Krawczyk's vicious tale and Jessica Pegula's nuclear stance have compelled the Miami Open organizers should sovereignly ensure that Alexandra Eala will be granted the center court protocol that she has unjustly earned. No more harsh prohibitions on cultural hospitality or outlying courts. The Queen has been compelled to have a sovereign throne provided by the Matrix. Stadium crown. With rumors of record-breaking ticket sales that are shattering all prior Miami Open records, the information explosion shows that Hard Rock Stadium is already in a panic, getting ready for the nuclear arrival of the Filipino fans. Now firmly established at world number 28, Alexandra Eala has shown the whole Matrix that she is the sport's unstoppable future. Every nuclear milestone she achieves, from the $63 million prize money haul to the $100 million Nike valuation, serves as a brutal reminder that the Eala empire is sovereignly immortal. She was made even more nuclear viral by the Matrix's attempts to panic attack her. The tennis community is astounded by the dragon's incredible fortitude as she extends her wings above the Miami skyline. Alexandra Eala's sovereign coronation has officially begun, and the battle against the Matrix has been won. The explosion of information is now in your hands, Eala Nation. Show your nuclear support immediately if you support the Pino Dragon and think Alexa is the sovereign queen who destroyed the WTA Matrix. Tell the world that the Pine Army is sovereignly unstoppable by hitting the like button. I want you to immediately flood the comments section with the phrase, Empire Forever, if you think Alex will destroy the competition in Miami and prove Jessica Pegula correct. Let's make a powerful noise that the WTA board will never be able to ignore. For the most brutal nuclear and high-energy Alex updates on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. The Matrix is terrified as the dragon rises. Labanila.